Welcome back to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world. Yes, Monday, surprise, surprise, I'm doing a live show. I do actually bits and pieces on the channel. The last few weeks I've been doing some stuff with James Rowe. But yeah, we're here. We're going to be giving some updates in regards to Bukayo Saka's injury. Don't get me started. Rhys Nelson, the comeback kid. Wow, fantastic. I love a comeback story, redemption. But if it's the X-Man, it's a different story. But anyway, we're going to get into this short show on the other side of this music intro. Yes, indeed. Welcome back again to Cannon Fodder TV, the channel for Arsenal fans, literally all over this world. Monday evening show over here. Yes, it's going to be a short one though. Short one. We've got three parts of the whole, three new segments we're going to be reviewing. Again, I'm just trying to remember what they are. Bukayo Saka's injury, Rhys Nelson, and something about words from a West Ham player who thinks that Arsenal and Mikel Arteta is very reminiscent of Arsene Wenger's Invincibles. Anyhow, before we get into this one, make sure that you do subscribe to Cannon Fodder TV, hit the bell notification button so you can receive almost all the latest and greatest news right here on Cannon Fodder TV. You can also come into live chat. I can see Static. Static is coming to the live chat. My moderator for the Monday evening show over here, UK time, is now 10 minutes after the hour of 5 p.m. UK time, GMT. Right, so let's get into this so we can get into that. The first news segment is regards to this. Where is he? This youngster. There he is. Rhys Nelson. I'm so happy for Rhys Nelson. Really. And this is how it happens. This is how it happens. When a player gets suspended or eventually leaves Arsenal or gets injured, you've got to have a sufficient backup to come into their shoes. Bukayo Saka, I'm going to be talking about him just in a little while, got injured. And who steps into his shoes? Rhys Nelson. And now, as comeback goes, Rhys Nelson emerging from the shadows, take some beating. But this was a statement victory from Arsenal. They dug deep to show they are determined to stay in the title race for the long haul. Now, the scoreline makes it look easy. And in the end, it was, but actually, it was a test for Arsenal's tired legs and whether they could, reclaim top spot from Man City. Well, we did that. And it was one they came through with flying colours. As forgotten man Rhys Nelson injected the performance with energy, 2 goals and assists after coming off the bench. Rhys Nelson, still only aged 22, was so far out of the picture that he was loaned out to Feyenoord last season, and he had not scored for Arsenal since November of 2020 in the Europa League. Now, these were his first goals in the Premier League since July of 2020. Oh my goodness. Now, where does he go from here? Where does he go from here? You might ask a question. Or maybe you don't even care. For me, we're going to be talking about, Bukayo Saka, I think, in the following segment. I would continue to play Rhys Nelson. I would play him. Give Bukayo Saka, whether he's going to be, available for the weekend or not. Give Bukayo Saka a little bit of a rest and play Rhys Nelson. But I know what's going to happen. If Bukayo Saka is available, Rhys Nelson is going to get dropped. As day follows night, that is what's going to happen because, you can't argue with the fact that, Bukayo Saka, Starboy, is our star player, one of our star players. And you always want your best 11 to play. I'm going to argue the fact, truth to the power to the truth. Bukayo Saka, for me, overplayed. Is he fatigued? Possibly. And I said this in the live chat on the Big Sunday show, that we know literally football is a full contact sport. but you want to protect your players. You want to manage them better. And was this inevitable? Was it going to happen? I think so. But coming, Thursday against FC Zurich, and I can't remember who we were playing against over the weekend, but I would give Rhys Nelson a good run of games. Give him some game time. But I don't know what you guys think. I think there's 4 of you, 5 of you watching now. How do we go forward now with a Rhys Nelson? Because we've been saying for the longest time, Rhys Nelson looks like a player who's lacking confidence. But of course, he won't be playing. I'm telling you, he won't be playing on Sunday. Because Bukayo Saka most likely will be playing. And so how can you not damage the player's confidence if you're not going to trust in him going forward? For me, I'm playing Rhys Nelson. But the mere fact this guy has got talent, he wants to play. Bukayo Saka needs time to recover. Have that option there, rotate in that position there. And the 3 players I'm looking at in that position on the right are Rhys Nelson, a Marquinhos, and of course Bukayo Saka. But that's just me. What do you think? So happy for Rhys Nelson. And I've got to say, I'm also happy for for Martinelli, who actually scored the first goal. Really, really good goal. I missed it. I don't know, what was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing, man. But I missed the first goal. It was a header, but Martinelli, man, and yeah, you want players to respond. When you bring on a substitute, you're bringing them to impact the game. And boy, did Rhys Nelson do that. He did that. But you know what? Forget about this 70-plus games a season. I was watching, my good friend. He's a good friend. Well, I've met Apollo, Arsenal 101 on Arsenal. And he was saying, listen, the stats says a story there. We're now decreasing all the stats, literally closing down the goals we're scoring, even though we scored 5 on the weekend there. But can't ask the players to be playing 70-plus games a season. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Rhys Nelson, anyway, I'm not sure if he's watching that, but Rhys Nelson, if you're watching, you're welcome to come on Canon 4 TV anytime. Anytime. All right. So the second news segment, I just had a little chuckle to myself. Where is he? There he is. Now, God dear, they look like the old Arsenal. Mikel Antonio likens table-topping Gunners to Arsene Wenger's Invincibles of 19 years ago. Mate, what are you talking about? Anyway, as West Ham forward praises the owners for sticking with Mikel Arteta. Mikel Antonio has praised the setup of Mikel Arteta's Arsenal side and compared them to the legendary Invincible side of the early 2000s. Behave yourself, man. The West Ham player went on from featuring for his club at Old Trafford on Sunday to being a pundit on BBC's Match of the Day 2 as part of the analysts of Arsenal's dominant 5-0 win over Nottingham Forest. Antonio commented on the way that Arteta's Gunners are set up and said it was the benefit of the owners sticking by their manager when times were tough last year. Now, the 32-year-old forward said, you see them, you look at their structure, how they're playing. Everyone knows where everyone is. You can see with a couple of the passes that players are not even looking. They're just playing the ball, expecting someone to be there. This Arsenal team reminds me of old Arsenal, the Unbeatables. It wasn't the Unbeatables, the Invincibles. This is what you're seeing now. They're playing and the free football. That's one thing I've got to say. Well done to Arsenal for and the owners. They stuck with Arteta and now they're reaping the rewards. Well, in regards to the comparison to the Invincibles, again, I know it's his opinion, but he's so far off the mark. So far off the mark. What? Comparing this lot to the Invincibles? You're having a laugh, Antonio, man. No. They've done so well, even with the little blips, minor blips. Arsenal, we sit at the top of the table. There are going to be more sterner tests ahead. Europa League, FA Cup, the Premier League, FA Cup. All that there. It's a long old season. But of course I want Arsenal to remain at the top. But to compare this current crop of players and squad, and Mikel Arteta to Arsenal Invincibles and Arsene Wenger, sorry, mate. Nah. No. No, we're not having that. We are not having that. And the last segment again, got arrived at that point there now. Bukayo Saka. Ah, dear. When Arsenal now think Bukayo Saka will return after a new injury update shared, Arsenal could have Bukayo Saka available for this weekend's clash with Chelsea. There you go. With fears over his injury being downplayed. Saka, as we know, went off in the first half against Nottingham Forest at the weekend. His withdrawal brought some concern to Arsenal fans who were fearing the worst for their star winger. Now, however, the Sun newspaper, the Sun newspaper has reported how Arsenal are confident that Saka hasn't sustained any bad damage. In fact, they're even hopeful he could be available to face Chelsea the weekend. The Gunners take on the Blues on Sunday in what will be another huge test for the credentials. Saka has been a key player for the Gunners. His performance yesterday was shaping up to be another excellent one. He had laid on the opening goal for Gabby Martinelli before being taken off due to an injury. So these or those have been the news segments on Cannon for a TV on this Monday evening show. And like I said, just going back in regards to Rhys Nelson. Come into the live chat. Maybe you disagree with me, but I'm saying you cannot expect a player, no matter how professional that they are, that they can keep their confidence intact if they come and bang in 2 goals. They give you 1 assist, and then the next game, what's happened? He's been dropped. And I'm saying it right here and right now. I would keep Rhys Nelson, give him some game time. Why? Because Bukayo Saka needs a rest. He needs a rest. But that's just me. Come in live chat and let me know your thoughts. That's me being a little bit controversial. Anyway, let's go into our Twitter feed and see if there's been any comments there. Probably people saying, Alex, what are you talking about, man? What are you talking about, Alex? You're talking a load of rubbish. Well, it might be. It could be. Maybe. Right. I've got DWT who's just retweeted that we are live through Twitter. And that is that. And now we can go in to the poll that we did. Your man of the match. Who was your man of the match for the game yesterday in the 5-goal thriller? I saw comparisons from the last goal that Thomas Partey scored right into yesterday. Quite similar, but the bend was quite good. He found his shooting boots, so well done to Thomas Partey. But anyway, let's see who the protagonists were. So we've received 893 votes, 1 comment. I need to respond to that comment. I know that comment. 27 likes. What's going on with the likes? Let's aim for 50 likes on this vote here. Your man of the match. Choose only one. On 2%, we've got other player. Who are the other players? I don't know. 6% is Granit Xhaka, the X-Man. On 7% is Martinelli. Only 7%. 26% Thomas Partey, and on a whopping 58%, is the N man. I can't even do N. How would you do N? I don't know. I know he does this, doesn't he? That's not an N. How would you do N? Is that an N? There you go. There you go. Do that. Nelson's column. There you go. So Rhys Nelson is the chosen man of the match for the game against Notts Forest. Now let's go through this comments here for the first time on this Monday evening show over here. And let's see who has joined us. So let's have a look. Let's have a butchers. What's that? What's that at the bottom? Oh, right. Okay. So like I said, Static is, I guess, the moderator for this evening show. Says, hey, Alex, Static, I hope you are well, my friend. The assembly says, good afternoon, Alex. Looking good. Chelsea have something to prove. This is the sort of game we'd lose. Let's see if we've actually improved. Do you know when we'll know whether we've improved? At the end of the season. That would tell the story, obviously. But what will be 13 games in? 13 games? Where are we? Top of the table. DWTT says, actually my second moderator says, hello, Alex, there's an echo here. Hello. Alex and chat room. Lynn, I hope you're well. Good evening, Alex and Gooners. Antonio, yeah, man, what are they smoking? Seriously, he's comparing his current crop and the manager to the Invincibles and Arsene Wenger. Nah, I'm sorry, mate. God damn me. The Invincibles were playing Champions League, yeah, but even to compare this squad, who hasn't won any major honours, to the Invincibles. Anyhow, for such a young team and Arteta, to be fair, Alex, you cannot compare the Invincibles. However, the football has now changed completely to when they played the football. It was more direct to now what it is. Yeah. And that's been to our failings because I'll probably say over the last 10 years, even towards the end of Arsene Wenger's reign, you see an Arsenal team trying to walk the ball into the net. And like you say, quite rightly, the style that we played, even under, I'll say, Arsene Wenger, you look at Thierry Henry, those guys, they were more direct. But to make a comparison between the Invincibles and Arsene Wenger to the current squad and Mikel Arteta, sorry. Are they more technical? I don't think they're more technical. Alexander Hleb was more technical than a lot of these players. Dennis Bergkamp, Perez, these players, we're just talking about that time in history, the Invincibles. Is this current squad more technical? I don't think so. Lynn, they're doing well, but they're a long way to go in this season. Let's wait until the season is over before that comparison is made. The first problem with Antonio's comments is Arsenal have a loss. Oh, okay. Antonio, Antonio, man. Michael, Antonio, he said you rushed from the game to be a pundit on Match of the Day 2. Anyhow. Happy Halloween, Gooners. Chelsea Fright Night. Oh, Sunday when we send Auber packing. Yeah, get this. When he signed for Chelsea, because people have been going, oh, but it's the biggest betrayal ever. No, it's not. Because he never said that he would never play for another club. It's not the biggest betrayal. He's no longer our player. Good luck to him. But when I heard the announcement, the first one I did was, when is Arsenal going to be playing against Chelsea? Remember the 5th of November. Lynn, there will never be another Invincibles. How about the Convincibles? The Convincibles, that's a good one. That is a good one. The Convincibles. Yeah, this guy's lost his mind. Mikel, Antonio, nah, mate. I'm sorry. Okay, I think there's been another comment here on our Twitter feed. Is there? No, there isn't. It's just someone tweeting out some other bits and pieces. So come on, guys. Let me know what you think about. What would you do with a Rhys Nelson? We're playing FC Zurich on Thursday, and we're playing against Chelsea on Sunday. But what would you do with Rhys Nelson? Would you start him in both games? Would you start him in one game? Or would you bench him? That's a sure way to make sure the player loses his confidence. I mean, you can see he's a player who needs, a shoulder around, around his shoulders, an arm around his shoulder. But I'm thinking, for me, nah, he's got to play. Guys, excuse me, I just need to put the power source in. The laptop's about to shut down. But what would you do with Rhys Nelson? Bench him or start him in 2 games or at least one of the games? Thursday against FC Zurich or Sunday against Chelsea? That'd be interesting to know. Come into the live chat, let me know. And actually, I think I might put that as a poll question. What do we do with the comeback kid, Rhys Nelson? Well, there we go. We've got the power supply back up. Let me know what you do. Okay. And actually, whilst I'm speaking now, let me put that now as a poll question. So there we go. So does Rhys Nelson start on Thursday and Sunday? Choose only one. Okay, yes and no. Oh, interesting. That's going to be an interesting poll here. So again, does Rhys Nelson start on Thursday and Sunday? Let's have a look. John's a joker. Best team out Thursday, same again Sunday. That leaves another 50 games for the. I'm sorry, but 70 plus games. What is Arteta thinking about? 70 plus games? Nelson needs minutes like Pepe. Will Arteta play him? Your guess is as good as mine, Alex. Well, I said he's not going to play because I know what's going to happen. I mean, I've said the report there in regards to, where is he? Bukayo Saka. Arsenal reckon that he'll be available on Sunday. So there lies in the answer. Rhys Nelson will not be playing on Sunday. But I'm just saying, from my personal point of view, I would play Rhys Nelson on Thursday and on Sunday. It will give Bukayo Saka time to chill and recover. And the other thing as well is you've got to think about competition in that position there. For me, there are three people who can fight and jostle for that position there. Of course, Bukayo Saka, of course, Rhys Nelson, and Marquinhos. For me, there's enough firepower and enough competition in that position there. The right-hand side of the midfield or the wing, I don't know, for me, it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. But I don't know. For me, I know what's going to happen. Rhys Nelson's going to get dropped again. And then we're going to wonder why, Rhys Nelson, he's gone off form or he's been loaned out or we've sold him. Alex, I need you to start using the. Unfortunately, we can't because we don't have the copyright to play any copyrighted music. Unfortunately, John. But John, we're not there yet, mate. We're not there yet. Can feel it in the air tonight. Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to upset anybody. How long we've been waiting for the brace? And then DWT said, well, what brace? What? There's like braces. There's a brace to keep your trousers up, and there's a wheel brace, a goal brace. I don't know. Is it still incoming? He should have scored. Should he have scored one goal? I think he had a couple of chances, didn't he, in the dying minutes? Anyhow, John, you're a joker, mate. Do you know what? I think we're probably finished. 23 minutes and counting. Let's have a look here. All right, okay. Oh, what's happened there? All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right, let me just refresh this page and see. Has anybody been brave enough to vote? Oh my goodness, we've got 4 votes. And at the 4 votes, let me just refresh it again. See, make sure any other voting. No more votes. Yeah, it's only 4 votes so far in the last 3 minutes. Does Rhys Nelson start on Thursday and Sunday? Choose only one. It's either a yes or a no. Well, out of the 4 votes, let me just refresh it again. Right, it's now 5 votes. Out of the 5 votes, 20% of you have said no. And 80% of you say, yes, he should start. And I'm on the 80%'ers side. He should start. But will he start is something completely different. Probably need to get on the phone and speak to him. Oi, Arteta, sort yourself out. Did you not see how Rhys Nelson played on Sunday? Put your glasses on, mate. He deserves to play. He should be playing. Give Saka a break. But he won't play. All right. Any more comments before I wrap up this one? John, get your praise incoming. Incoming! Any trick or treats? Yeah, Alex, I just had that Arsenal kid knock on my door. No one can knock on our door because we live in our basement flat and they'll have to get through to the front gate, which is coded. We've got to keep out on there. So no, it's only on the main house upstairs. No, nobody yet. Saka or Nelson? For me, it's Nelson all day long. All day long. And I've been championing this youngster, even loaned out to Feyenoord. And I think it was who was it? Whether it was the chairman or the chief coach of Feyenoord said that Rhys Nelson's come here and he's not even fit. He's not fit. So he's taking his opportunity. Why should we not reward him with 2 or 3 or even 4 game time? Something different. Because when I look at Arsenal are so predictable. But that predictability has got us to the top of the table. But Arsenal, man, Martinelli on the left, Saka on the right, Jesus somewhere in the middle, Thomas Partey somewhere in the middle. Predictable. But anyway, Sunday we'll make it 13 games, and we'll see where we are on Sunday. I get the impression I'm missing something. I need to say something. Oh yes, the tribute was wonderful. After I think it was after he scored a goal. Martin had scored a goal. There's a tribute to Pablo Mari. Class, really, really good. I did like to see that. Really, really good from the guys there. And I think there's been probably one more comment, and then we are out of here. Nelson for Thursday, but our Brazilian kid will more than likely get the nod. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Marquinhos missed the last fixture against PSV, I think due to illness. I probably need to do some research on that, see where he is. But he should be available anyway. But you're most likely right. Come the Europa League, Thursday, FC Zurich, it'll be Marquinhos. And then come Sunday, it'll be Bukayo Saka. Anyway. Do you know what? We have come to an end on this Monday evening show over here. It is now 30. No, not 30. What is it? It's 5:30, 5:37 before the hour of 6 p.m. over here, UK time. Thank you so very much for tuning in. There is going to be something happening. I can feel it in the air, but it's not what you think I'm talking about. We're going to have a special announcement coming on Canon 4 TV within the next 2 weeks, I would say. And it involves our hosts and it involves the moderators. So stay tuned for the next 2 weeks. We've got a special announcement coming up. And I tell you what, I know I always say this, but I'm super, 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 super excited for this announcement that we're going to make. Really, 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 yeah, I'm somewhere up here. I'm somewhere, yeah. Super excited for the announcement that we're going to be making, I'll say probably in a week's time. And it involves everyone. It needs everyone to get involved on this one. So that's everyone who doesn't watch us live, but watch us on a repeat. That involves everyone who cannot come in when I go live, or everyone who watches the Big Sunday show with Paul, everyone who tunes in on a Thursday night with Ange, the First Lady, and Richard, or when my brother does his rare watch along. but it involves everyone who watches, literally. We need your support on this one. So I'll probably say that we're going to be doing this announcement maybe in a week's time. I'm super, super, super excited for this announcement. And when it happens, when it drops, you're going to think, really? Wow. I kid you not. I kid you not. We don't need to get onto Sky Sports. We don't need to get on Amazon Prime. We've got Canon 4 TV. And that's all it is. That's all we need. We've built up our community here, but this community deserves to be rewarded. The contributors, the moderators deserve to be rewarded. And you can probably get a feeling where I'm going with this. But I'm super, super, super excited for the announcement that we're going to be making maybe in a week's time. So stay tuned. There's going to be some serious breaking news. And I'll tell you what, is that Tony? Pugilistic boy says, Dan, I missed you. Yeah, we're about to go out, but you can check it out on a repeat. You got home early from school? Yes, because I've got to do something straight after this live show. It also involves Canon 4 TV. But and I also got to do some cooking as well before the missus arrives. But yeah, I did. I got arrived. I hope you had a good day back. First day back after the half term, Tony. But we'll be catching up. We've got some things that we need your support on, Tony. But anyway, thank you for that. And you will see me again tomorrow evening, same place, maybe a different time, which is why we always say that you've got to subscribe. Where is it? There it is. Here it is. Which is why we always say that you have to subscribe. If you don't subscribe, you're going to miss out on all the content running on this channel. This channel, Canon Fodder, the channel for Arsenal fans all over this world.